So if you've been following along, you've probably witnessed me the last few evenings jump on live, and I've had to run back and forth due to my baby, and I really felt especially called to show up today in the day, so hopefully we won't get interrupted this round. So there's a few things that want to come through. I actually for the first time made a couple of notes just so I can be super clear about what I want to share with you. I hope that's all right. The first thought that I had that came through so strongly earlier was this idea and awareness that I feel like so many of us that are tapped into this new level of awareness and consciousness in our life, this analogy came through to me, which is that when we experience life and we have this new level of awareness, it's almost like, you know, when you're watching a movie on the screen. I mean, we all do that, right? We've all been there. We've all experienced that. I feel like if you're alive today, you've probably watched a screen, a movie, whatever. But have you ever witnessed yourself watching the movie and you're super aware? You just can't get into the movie because you're so aware that you're watching a movie. Does that make sense? So it's like, I just had this message come up for me today, and I really wanted to share it with you guys because I was like, that really makes sense. It's kind of like how I view life sometimes, or maybe it's how you're viewing life sometimes in your life, where you're sort of stepping into that observer role. You're observing and you're witnessing more than actually feeling completely in it. Like, you are still in it, but it's almost like you have been able to take a few steps back and have this almost like higher perspective of your life. And I just absolutely love that analogy because, you know, when you, it's almost like, you know, when you're with maybe some friends or family and you're watching a movie, but you just can't get into the movie. It doesn't matter how good it is. It's like you are so aware that it's a screen and you just for the life of you just can't zone in. And I feel like that is kind of, this message might be resonating with you right now. Maybe you're feeling at a point in your life where you can't see your life in the same way as you did before. Sort of like with the movie, it's like you're tuning in, but you're seeing it from a completely different perspective. It's like you are aware that you are so much more than just your physical body living in this reality, and you're tuned in, like I said, to this higher level of consciousness and this higher level of awareness. And yeah, if you have been watching me, you know that I have been tuning in the evening, but I felt super cool to just jump on video now because I wanted to just share a couple of thoughts that came through. And another thing that I wrote down, because I usually don't make notes, but I just know sometimes I get thoughts and I will just forget it straight away. Oh yeah, okay, I have also, maybe this is happening for you as well, because I feel like you have recently had this huge realization in your life. And shout out to someone that commented on one of my videos that made me sort of pour into this idea a little bit more, and I guess it just dropped into my awareness and consciousness. But it's almost like you have got to a point in your life at the moment where you have realized that it's almost like the destination is the journey. Like you have stopped sort of working in the old paradigm. It's almost like that's not how you perceive your life anymore. It's like you can have goals that you want to attain, but you're no longer chasing something that's elusive. You're no longer waiting for something in the future to come and save you. It's almost like you are recognizing that here and now is what matters. It's super windy here, guys. Here and now is what matters. And it's almost like you've had this realization that the journey is the destination is in the journey, which is in the moment. There is no destination. And so it's kind of like you're dropping into recognizing, well, there is no future and there's no past. And so you're giving yourself permission to actually show up in your life in a completely different way that maybe previously you didn't allow. And I want to talk to that, because I feel like so many of us, I know, especially with this collective, we are the change makers, right? The trailblazers, the intuitives, the sovereign leaders. We are all sovereign leaders and sovereign beings. We were all born as these limitless creators, these sort of, we are the artists. We are, yeah, we have so much ownership over our own life and our reality. And I think we have started to recognize our power. And I'm feeling really called to connect with this collective, because I feel like it's almost like we are truly an unstoppable force when we recognize that actually the old paradigm wants to make you believe that you are so limited, that you don't have opportunities, that life's really hard, that, you know, you have to work really hard to get somewhere, that, you know, poor me, victim mentality, playing small. And I think you just got to a point in your life where you're like, I'm not gonna play that game anymore. I choose to not buy into those narratives. I'm not going to buy into those narratives, because that is the false self. That is the egoic self. That is the limited self. And although it's played a part in your life, I feel like you have now shifted into this new sense of identity, the one that recognizes that you are exactly where you need to be in your life right now. Everything that you've been through up to this point in your life has served a purpose. And if you have this level of awareness now, then you know all the hardships that you've been through, all the challenges that you've faced have not been in vain, because they have all been compounding over time. They've all been compounding over time, almost like alchemizing something within you to give you this wider perspective, which is on your life. Does that make sense? So I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is going to resonate with someone. I feel like this is a super strong message that is coming through for essentially the leaders. I feel like this is for those of you who are feeling called to step into your leadership roles, essentially. I feel like I'm speaking to a lot of leaders. I feel like, yeah, the consciousness here is pretty specific around sovereign beings, leaders who no longer are gonna play the old paradigm, the old game. It's like, no, thank you, done with that, done with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna pause and breathe for a second, because that's like absolutely blurted out of me, but I don't know, I just needed to get that off my chest. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna thank you. Thank you very much. No, I think we're all the chosen ones. I don't believe in anyone's above anyone else. I just truly feel like we all experience different levels of awareness and consciousness. Like, it's not like, this is what I mean about the old paradigm. It's not about like, we need to step away from this comparison game, that dualistic nature that is so embedded within all of us, because we're living in this dualistic universe where, you know, we're constantly competing, constantly comparing. And I feel like stepping away from that, I feel like you feel called within yourself that doesn't resonate with you anymore. It's like that dualistic black and white way of thinking. It's like, no, actually, I don't have to feel like it's one way or the other. It's like you can hold two truths at the same time, and that is possible for you. And so, yeah, I felt super called to jump on camera right now. Also, my baba's asleep, so I was like, right, I am feeling so determined to share this message with you, to connect with whoever it is that I need to connect with, because, yeah, I feel like definitely a strong pull towards talking around the fact that you are stepping into a whole new era in your life. I truly believe I truly believe that this message is going to find the people that it needs to find, which is that I feel like you have been feeling, it's almost like you don't have the rational, you can't rationalize the way that you're feeling, because it's maybe an implicit feeling within you, which is like you're feeling like you can no longer continue in the trajectory that you have been on. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you're there's like a deeper soul calling. It's like a soul's urge that is coming up for you. And I know I'm sounding super esoteric right now, and I know amongst the spiritual communities, you know, you'll get this, but I also want to appeal to people that are more linear thinking, more logical thinking, more rational thinking, the scientific minds, because I believe we all are serving a purpose, and we are all interconnected, and we all have the masculine and the feminine way of experiencing the energies, but there's this polarity dance, right? And I feel like right now you are experiencing this it's almost like you have dropped into this new way of perceiving yourself and the world, recognizing everything comes from balance. You don't have to be so emotionally charged around things. You don't have to get so pulled into the stories and the narratives, right? I think you've realized that life, there is a constant influx. There's a constant ebb and flow of life, and you have been on this trajectory doing this, and you're like, I'm getting off the wheel. You're opting out, and you're like, there is a completely different way to experience life, and I'm choosing with my inner authority and my newfound level of awareness to step into this leadership role and to start commanding this new way of experiencing life. I know that sounds super esoteric, but this is feeling super, this is just the way that the message is coming out today, guys. Usually if you've listened to some of my other videos, I tend to speak a lot about science, because I feel like information is knowledge, knowledge is wisdom. I think it's important to have that understanding, to recognize that modern science is now catching up with what the ancients and the mystics, what they've known for eons and eons and eons. Okay, this is not new knowledge, this is not new intelligence, it's just forgotten wisdom, forgotten knowledge that is now being unearthed and rediscovered, right? It's rediscovered. It's this occult knowledge that's coming to the surface. And okay, this is another message that wants to come through, because this is a personal message from me as well, which is like, don't be scared about stepping into this new expression of yourself. If you resonate with this message, maybe this is confirmation for you that it's okay to express yourself if you feel different. It's okay to stand out. I'm going to tell you firsthand experience. I was absolutely terrified. I was terrified to come across in this light, to be seen, to fully be seen. And that stopped me from expressing myself like this for, gosh, like honestly, over a decade. Like, I would always be this way in my personal life, but I would never in a million years think I would even ever go on a live or like connect to essentially a global audience. And so I feel like we are getting thrusted upon a new trajectory where we are getting pushed out of our comfort zone, and this is serving a higher purpose, because this isn't just about the small me, this isn't just about the small I, this is serving the collective, and it's serving the evolution of consciousness. And so if you're feeling called, just know, like, it's part of the process. Like, if you feel that people are going to judge you, they're going to criticize you, do you know what? Let them. Just freaking let them. I was so scared, but at the end of the day, someone told me this: no matter what you do in life, no matter what you do in life, people are always going to project their opinions. They are always going to judge you. But you know what? This is your life. This is your life. This is your unique soul's life, your experience, your reality. Say no to the things that you don't want to buy into anymore. Say no to the things that you don't want to experience. Reclaim your motherfucking power, because each one of us has that power. Each one of us genuinely has that power, but it is your responsibility to take it back in your life, right? When you say no to all of the other things that you are not a resonant match to, guess what? You are then saying a big fuck yeah to the thing that you are a resonant match to. And then you start to co-create what you really want, what you really desire. And I'm not just talking from the egoic point. This completely not translates. It's like, it almost like it's it's so much deeper than the ego. It's like a soul's calling. It's almost like when you let go of everything in your life, and it is scary. It's freaking scary to begin with, because guess what? You have to face a lot of your fears. You have to face, certain thing, losing things that you have become incredibly attached to. And guess what? So many of us feel incredibly attached to things that aren't in our best interest. They aren't in our best interest. They are not serving our highest good. But we have allowed these things, these people, these entities, these behaviors, these addictions to play such a big role in our life. We've given away so much of our power to it, and now we get to decide, like, say thank you, send your love to it, and let it freaking go, because it is not coming in this new, it's not shifting into this new paradigm with you. It's not dropping into this new timeline. And so I think it's almost like recognizing this is not about shaming yourself. This is not about blaming other people. I get it. We all have people in our life that trigger the F out of us. I know. But it's not about blaming them. It's not about the shame game. It's not about, like getting fully consumed in that emotional turmoil. It's about stepping back and being like, you know what? Yes, I did give my power away, but guess what? That journey and that process has given you a whole new perspective on your life, a whole new higher perspective, where you realized the role that these people have had to play in your life, the role that certain behaviors have played in your life. And then you've realized, like, okay, the common denominator in every freaking situation in my life up until this moment is the fact that I allowed it to happen. And I know that is the hardest thing for us to hear, but we have to get real with ourselves. The mirror can be ugly sometimes. It's like, for example, you are exactly where you are right now because that is what you are a resonant match to. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. It hurts mine as well, okay? We don't, but it's a truth. It's like what you allow into your life is going to come into your life. When you start using discernment, when you start actually tuning in to your deeper motherfucking truth, which is gonna be, it's gonna take a lot of introspection. It's gonna take a lot of sitting out in nature, quietening the freaking noise, okay? Coming into yourself, coming into your truth, your voice, yourself. Forget about what other people think. Forget about other people's projections. That is always, the noise is always going to be there. You have to come into yourself. When you can tune into that and then recognize, okay, I'm going to release everything else that doesn't serve me. Guess what? It gets so much better, guys. It gets so much better. That weight that you have literally been carrying, like that whole freaking world that you've been carrying on your back, on your shoulders, that goes, it dissipates. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Sorry, I'm genuinely getting excited about this because this is something that I have been experiencing recently. I used to hold the mother freaking weight of the world on my shoulders. I used to want to people please, do all of, like, live someone else's version of my life. And when I actually I got pushed into such uncomfortable places, and maybe you resonate with this, maybe this is one of the messages that came through. Maybe what's happening in your life right now is that temptation, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're going to know what I'm talking about. This temptation that is resurfacing for you. Maybe it's an ex, a toxic ex. Maybe it's that relationship. Maybe it's an addictive behavior. It's a craving. You'll know what it is. That temptation is resurfacing for you. But guess what? They don't have their hooks in you anymore. You have finally moved past an old cycle. It's like your oversoul, your higher mind, your the you that it goes beyond just the conscious you. It's like you've broken the chains, the habits of this old pattern, this old unconscious pattern that you've outgrown. You have completely outgrown these patterns that have held you captive, in these low vibrational states, in this game of survival. You have said, fuck no, nope, thank you, not playing this game anymore. Thank you, played that for years, not doing it. And guess what? You are liberating yourself, and you're not just liberating yourself, you are shining a mother freaking light on everyone around you. And yes, you're going to trigger people. Yes, people are going to think you're crazy. Yes, people are going to want to throw shade at you, because you are mirroring back to people an unconscious truth that they haven't wanted to admit to themselves yet. But we're not trying to change everyone else's journey. We have to have it's almost like you honor where you're at, you honor where other people are. This is one of the hardest things that we need to talk about. It's like when you awaken, when you gain a new perspective, when you have a jump in your consciousness, the first thing that we want to do is we want to save the ones that we love. No one's going to save the people that you love. No one's going to save yourself. They have to save themselves. We have to honor that every soul is going to wake up in their own time. It doesn't mean that we can't share information, but don't push information on other people. People are going to wake up when they're going to wake up. The biggest thing that you can do for your loved ones is shine as bright as you can. Shine as bright as you can. Don't dim your light anymore. Do not do it. Please don't do it. Please don't dim your light anymore. Don't play small. As much as this temptation is going to want to come up and literally claw you back into that old way of living life, don't do it. Don't do it, because you've done that. You know where that road takes you. You've done it 100 bajillion times. This is a new era, baby. This is a new era. Can you feel it? This is a new era. This is for my this is giving freedom. This is giving, like, you are a sovereign mother freaking being. You are a leader. You are stepping into your leadership role. You get to say what is going to dictate your reality. You get to be like, okay, you know what? I don't really align with that anymore. I don't really resonate with that. So you switch it up, and you don't even have to think about it. You're not getting caught up into all of these narratives and these stories. You are letting go of the past. You are letting go of the unfulfilled wishes, the people, the energy, the drama. Ugh, no. Not going to impact the now anymore. And at the same time, simultaneously, you're also letting go of trying to control the future. You're also, like, this is the difference. You hold the vision, you hold the intention, you hold the emotion, you hold the love, but you also hold the trust, you also hold the faith, and you let go of it. No more overthinking, no more trying to control the future, no more not trusting that things will divinely work out for yourself. Things will unfold as they should. You are coming back to the present moment, knowing that you have everything that you need right now in this moment. And that's why it's different. That is why everything is different. I'm gonna just take a moment to breathe. I'm gonna just take a moment to breathe because I felt like that I just feel such a surge of energy coming up. But yeah, bear with me. Sorry, I just feel super passionate about this, guys, and this is something I'm learning on the job. So please forgive me if I'm talking way too fast. I am aware about that, and it's something that I need to learn to kind of slow down, but it's just because I get so excited, I get so freaking excited that I'm just trying to like get it all out. So apologies. Apologies. I'm going to show you where I am right now. It's beautiful. It's so nice. God, it's just such a great feeling to feel so connected. Oh, it's kind of like, you know, when you're like, you say to yourself, but why didn't I give myself this before? Why didn't I just do this earlier? And you know why? It's because, like I said earlier, every experience that you've gone through in your life has served a purpose. The same as people, the same as all of those challenges that you've been through, all of those mother freaking challenges, the dark night of the soul, everything has served its purpose. And now you get to just send love to all of those experiences and just let them go. Sever the ties. It's gone. It is done, right? It is done. And so this is when, you know where I see us right now? I see us in that juicy, juicy in-between space. It's like you no longer resonate or fit in with the old paradigm, which is the hustle culture. It's the dominated left brain hemisphere. It's the rigid thinking. It's the limitation. It's the scarcity. It's the lack. No, you are now on the precipice of an entire new timeline, an entire new reality. You are literally shifting paradigms as we speak. You are alchemizing everything in this moment. But this juicy in-between space, it's almost like you no longer resonate with the past. And now as you walk forward in your newfound truth, the path will reveal itself in the way. So my loves, if you find that you can't perceive right now with clarity what lies ahead, don't force it. Don't worry. This is your confirmation. Don't worry, because as you walk, the path will emerge. And I genuinely feel like this message was supposed to find some people today. I felt like, I was like, as soon as I put my baby to sleep, I was like, I put on a little bit of makeup, I rushed outside, and I was like, I need to get this message out now. But, you know, I'm laughing because it's kind of like, it's the urgency, but not the old paradigm sort of urgency where you're constantly in a survival loop or you're constantly in that fight or flight. I just feel super like excited to share this with you guys. Like genuinely, I feel like, yeah, it's just a whole new perspective that's been unlocked. That what do you mean? We don't have to play this way anymore. We don't have to play that outdated game, that outdated system. And for the ones that know, right, the old structures, they're crumbling. They no longer have power over you, right? The illusion is crumbling, guys. It's dissolving. You recognize this. You recognize this in your life. You know that if, guys, like right now, I'm feeling like the veil is so thin. Trust the intuition. Even if it doesn't make logical sense, even if it rationally doesn't make sense in your human mind, trust the intuition, trust the messages that are coming through, trust the information, because I promise you, it is your inner compass, it's your North Star speaking, it's your North Star speaking. And I spoke about, you know, using your discernment, of course, but yeah, there's something so incredible happening right now. It's giving miraculous energy vibes. I'm feeling miraculous. I'm feeling that there is big, big energy coming through, and you are here to hold it. You are that energy coming through. And so like, let me know if this is something that resonates with you, because this is like hit me like a bolt to my heart. I'm like, right? Gosh, overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with love, overwhelmed with joy, and just awe. I'm genuinely in awe at like how life can be so miraculous. So yeah, that is the message that wanted to come through today. I don't know, I'm gonna just see if there was anything else, because I never usually ever jot down notes, but I kind of felt like it today. Actually, where did I even put it? I was like, I need to share this information now. Gosh, it's giving me like how I used to be. I was so like, anyway, it's draining even thinking about what I used to be like. I was so like, you know, caught up in that non-stop needing to prove, perform. It's just truly exhausting. What else? Yeah, so an inner knowing, trusting your intuition. Yeah, I think I've kind of covered most of, for those of you that didn't tune into the start of this live, the last thing that I just want to bring up really quickly is to leave you with this. That analogy of when you are, you know, this is how I see life for so many of us right now. It's kind of like there has been a switch up in your consciousness. Your perspective has shifted, okay? Something has clicked. And it's almost like when you are watching a movie, you're watching a screen with your friends, with your family, maybe on your own, and it's almost like you just can't get into that film. You cannot get into that series, that film, whatever it is that you're watching on the screen, because you are so aware that you're watching a screen. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can't get into that movie because you are aware of your surroundings. You're aware that you're watching a movie. And I find this so funny because I feel like this is where you're at in your life right now. It's like you recognize the roles that you've been playing in your life, but it's almost like you have this wider perspective on your life, right? Around, it's almost like you've dropped into like you're witnessing your life and observing your life from a higher perspective. And it's like you can't live life in the same way you want to. There's part of you, the old part of you, that's trying to be like, no, like that part is, it's you know, it served its purpose, but you will never be the old version of you. You've already outgrown it with this new perspective. It's kind of like you're seeing life through a fresh new eyes, fresh new energy, and I'm just so excited. I'm so bloody excited about what's to come, guys. I love you. I'm gonna finish this here because this feels right. All right, much love. Bye. See you on the next live.